Hey, welcome back, YouTube friends. So I have in my possession two beautiful Harley Davidsons, my 2019 Slim and Anthony's 2019 Street Bob. And I have them both because, well, this one's mine, but I have his because in a few days we're going to be installing some Dean Speed Customs pudgy bars on this thing. They're going to be 1.25 inch, gloss black, about 1 inch taller than stock bars, but narrower, and yeah, it's gonna make this thing look sweet. Also recently installed these Dean Speed Customs Rampage on his bike, which, as you can see, I've got the same mufflers on mine. Mine are just polished, and his are ceramic coated black with polished aluminum tips. Now, on his Iron 1200, he had these, same style of mufflers, but he had to coat the heat shields to match. Coincidentally, it doesn't really look like you have to with this setup. It looks really good as is. Additionally, you may have noticed there's a 3-inch Dean Speed Customs tank lift on this thing. We'd done this once on another Street Bob, and it got some great feedback from both the owner of the bike and people that had seen it. So we did it with Anthony's bike as well. I think it changes the whole look of the bike, especially when we put those bars on. This whole thing's going to look awesome. Now, I'm not going to do a sound clip of these mufflers simply because if you're subscribed to my channel, which you totally should be, then you've seen the video I did of this, the Slim with the mufflers and what they sound like. I did a ride by. This bike's going to sound the same. But I will encourage you to go to Dean Speed Customs Facebook page and or Instagram and look at the video. I've got Micah Dean on the bike. I recorded him doing a startup and a ride off with this exact bike and these mufflers, so you can hear it there. Also, while you're at it, stop by the website too, because you can see a whole bunch of cool stuff they've got going on. He just got some new shirts in that are kind of like vintage looking. They're really cool. But definitely a ton of good stuff to look at while you're there. Now, I did want to mention, since I had a chance to ride Anthony's bike the other day after getting the mufflers installed, and obviously ride my bike all the time, there's some distinct differences. Really the same engine, the same frame, so you would expect a lot of similarities. But while the Slim handles more, I guess just to put a word on it, more gracefully, this is a little more aggressive handling platform, and I guess you can attribute that to a few things. I mean, it's a tad bit lighter, probably not the biggest proponent, but I think that having the skinnier front wheel makes it a little more twitchy. Also, the mid controls too. So different handling styles on both of these bikes, but both are great. So take your pick. You can't go wrong. The other thing I wanted to mention is, while you can clearly see you've got forward floorboards and mid foot pegs, I didn't realize this till I rode Anthony's bike a little bit more, and that is the foot pegs are actually higher location wise, not just closer, not just further back because they're mids, but higher than the Slim's floorboards, right? I don't know if you'll be able to tell here. You can just maybe take my word for it, right? If you can't trust a biker, who can you trust? But I actually prefer the boards lower position, and maybe that's why the Street Bob has a better lean angle overall, because it's got the higher pegs. They had to go out wider to clear the muffler and the case on the left side, and that's probably why they went higher, so they could still maintain a good lean angle. But for me, it was just tedious coming from a stop and going into a moving position, bringing my feet up, putting them down, feet up, feet down. It just got annoying. I mean, I'm not necessarily complaining. I mean, if I had this bike, I'd love it. I'd deal with it, but just something I noticed. So, well, guys, as always, hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to keep up with everything I'm doing to both of these bikes. Next video for the Slim will be a post break-in service video. Next video, for 2 videos, hopefully, for this bike will be the handlebars, and then I'd like to do an actual, like, legit video of the mufflers. So stay in touch, guys. I'll see you soon.